So today, among all the E3 stuff that was happening today, IGN and Game Informer have both uploaded videos that are looks at, gameplay of Sonic Colors Ultimate, a game that was announced a little while ago for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. And this game is essentially being cited as, a remaster of the original Wii game that was released back in 2010. Now, something that, a lot of people know about me, especially my friends, is that Sonic Colors is my favorite game of all time. I adore it so much. I adore the story, I adore the voice acting, the gameplay, everything. Sure, it is not a perfect game, far from it, but I still love it. And I have to say, I can't help but feel disappointed in what Sonic Colors Ultimate is looking like so far. Looking at the gameplay and stuff, don't get me wrong, this stuff, it looks beautiful, honestly, especially Planet Wisp. Asteroid Coaster, I really can't say the same for, but, Planet Wisp, it looks really stinking good. But then, there are just lots of things in the game right now that just look very, very unfinished. For example, if you look, you can see the wisps are literally just flat PNGs. The animation for the wisps is some of the worst I have ever seen. And if you look at the animation for the rocket wisp that happens in Planet Wisp, you can see that there are straight up just missing effects. It's honestly mind-blowing to me. Now, here's the thing. This game comes out on September 7th, I believe. So, we've still got a couple months before the game comes out. So there's obviously time for Sega to, improve on it and make things better. But if the game has unfinished things like these, and it's 2 months before release, I think that's kind of a telling sign as to the quality of the game before release. Now again, or not again, but if I am wrong, if the quality of the game ends up being way better, then you know what, I will gladly eat my words. And you can laugh at this video all you want, I will gladly eat my words. But I just cannot help but feel disappointed. Again, just disappointed for what's going on like this. I think one of my biggest issues, and one of my friend's biggest issues with Sonic Colors Ultimate 2, is that Sega is putting an unusually large amount of focus into this game. Like I said, the game is releasing. They are doing a whole animation for this game. So a whole animation for a game that's already 10 plus years old. Not to mention, for both Team Sonic Racing and Sonic Forces, they did this Sonic Asks thing on Twitter, where people could essentially just ask the Sonic Cast questions, and the voice actors would get together and record a bunch of answers. They are most likely going to be doing that for Sonic Colors Ultimate 2. And again, if I'm wrong, I will gladly eat my words, but yeah. And it's just strange to see them put this much focus on a remaster of a 10 plus year old game. This is honestly like if Nintendo was putting a large amount of focus on Skyward Sword HD as their next mainline Zelda game. Now yes, there is a new amiibo coming out for the game, and yes, it is a $60 re-release, which is kinda dumb. But at the same time, they're not really putting a ton of focus on the game. It was just kind of an announcement and stuff, and you're like, oh, they're gonna be new Joy-Cons and amiibo or whatever and stuff, but it's not like they're focusing on this game as their hard hitter of 2021. I'm sure at E3, or at least I hope at E3, we'll get news on Breath of the Wild 2. They had Age of Calamity released last year and stuff. And so, again, it's just incredibly weird to see Sega put this much focus on a remaster of a 10-year-old Wii game. And I, and I'll say this, like, Sonic Colors was one of the most beautiful games on the Wii. Pun not intended, it was one of the most colorful and vibrant games on the Wii. And what's kind of crazy is that if you play this on like a Dolphin emulator or something in 480p, if you play this game on a Dolphin emulator in 1080p, and I've heard you can even do it in like 4K or something, then it looks great. It looks just as good as this remaster. So I'm just kind of baffled, and I'm kind of worried, honestly, because again, like, you know, Sonic has not had a game that at least a 3D Sonic game that everyone can collectively agree is good. They have not released a game like that for at least the past, you know, like 10 years, ever since Generations. Lost World was loved by some, hated by others. Sonic Boom was hated by pretty much everyone. Sonic Forces was hated by almost everyone. And yes, Sonic Mania is loved and adored, but A, that is a fully 2D Sonic game, and B, it's pretty much just a professional fan game with its developers and such and stuff. So, bottom of the line is, am I excited for Sonic Colors Ultimate? Yes and no. I am excited for, you know, like, I am excited to play it. Like I said, Sonic Colors is my favorite game of all time, and I'm really excited to play this game in HD and to see what kind of new things they're gonna add. But right now, it just looks unfinished. And for Sega to put this much focus on an unfinished game, it's just very confusing and very disappointing. And just to add, one thing that I want to stress is that, again, like, I've probably stressed this a lot, but like, I love Sonic Colors. I absolutely love what they're doing with the animation and with the game and everything. But I think the thing is, I'm not the only Sonic fan. I'm not the only Sonic Colors fan. And so, like, from the general response I've been seeing, it hasn't been a good one. And yeah, sure, there are people like me that are very much attracted by nostalgia, but like, not everyone is distracted by nostalgia. Not everyone likes Sonic Colors. And so I think just banking off this 10-year-old game, I really don't know if it's the best decision for Sega right now, especially since, like I said, they haven't had a well-received 3D Sonic game in the past few years. So, just, I don't know, man. I really don't know what's gonna happen, but all we can do is just wait and see and find out. So, yeah, thanks for watching, subscribe, all that shenanigans. Yeah, just thanks, stay cool.